Hello everyone, welcome back to PMAT1100. Today we're gonna do section 3.3. In this section we'll be learning how to solve a very basic equation. Solving an equation, you already know what equation mean. Equation is nothing but having two algebraic expression, right? One variable on each side, and between them we have an equal sign, right? And when we solve equation, it means that we want to find the x value, okay? And the x value, the answer must be a number, okay? And that number must satisfy the equation. Okay, that's what it means. That's what it means by solving equation. Okay, so let's get started. Section section 3.3. Okay, solving equation. Okay. Okay. So solving equation means it means finding x value. Finding x value. Okay. Finding x value, and the x value must satisfy the equation. Okay. It means that this when you plug in the x value, both sides of the equation equal each other. Okay. Okay. So this x value, okay, must satisfy equation. Okay, it means when it means it means that x value make both sides of equation okay equal each other. Excuse me. I mean, if you recently graduated from high school, then you know already, but because we assume that you guys very new to mathematics, and you guys we assume that you guys never learned math before, so I'm gonna start from very basic equation. Okay, and maybe some of you just recently graduated from high school, then you know what is mean by one-step equation and two-step equation. That is the same thing. Okay, so how we're gonna solve equation? Let's start with our basic equation, something like this. So the following equation. Okay. So the following equation. So what if I have equation like this? What if I have 2x equal 3? Okay, so I have equations like this. Okay, and you see that on the left hand side is algebraic expression, right? 2x is algebraic expression. On the right hand side is another algebraic expression. It's a constant term. A constant on the left hand side is a variable term. So an equal them, and between them is the equal sign. So this is a equation, and you see there's only one x. Okay. So 2x. What does it mean by 2x? 2x, it means 2 times x. So I'm gonna write over here. So because some of you don't know that 2x it means 2 times x. So I'm gonna put over here to remind you of that. So 2x is means 2 times x. Okay. Most of the time they never written down the multiplication sign, the dot sign right here. So if they write like this, then you know right away 2x means 2 times x. Okay. So the strategy is to get the x. Okay. So we need to get the x by itself. Okay. We need to getting x. Okay. By itself. What do I mean by that? I mean that I need isolating the x value on the left hand side. I don't want anything. Okay, I don't want anything else on the left hand side except for the x value, except for the x variable. Okay. Excuse me. So over here you see on the left hand side we have 2x. Okay, and of course we don't want number 2. We just want x. Okay, we just want x. So how are we gonna get rid of number 2? So if we have multiplication sign here, okay, 2x, because 2x means 2 times x. Okay, so I can rewrite this as 2 times x equal 3, right? Of course, on the test you don't have to rewrite this step, but I just want to write it so that some of you is maybe you never come to school for a very long time. Then hopefully that when I write like this, then everything come back to you. You know, hopefully you still remember something. Okay. So in order to get the x, and this is multiplication sign, so we need to divide both sides by 2. Okay, I need to divide both sides by 2 because when I divide both sides by 2, you see that I cancel this. There's no more number 2. Then what you have left is just x, right, on the left hand side, right? equal what? Equal 3 over 2 on the right hand side. Alright, equal 3 over 2 on the right hand side. Excuse me, I just have a bad allergy. Okay, so this is your x. This is the solution. So over here is the solution. So this is the solution of equation. Okay, so this is solution of equation. Okay. And you can check it. You can check. Look at that. Because over here I put what I say that this value must satisfy the equation. It means what? It means that when I plug 3 over 2 in here, okay, when I plug 3 over 2 in here back into the original equation, it make both sides of the equation equal each other. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna show you this step. It's good. You always have to check every time, you know, but you don't have to write it. You don't need to show this step. But it's good that you should check on a scratch paper if I give you something like this on a test. So I'm gonna put 2 times 3 over 2, right? Is that? I replace the x with 3 over 2 equal, And let's say this equal 3 or not. Look at that, 2 divided by 2. So it cancel out. So what you have left on the left hand side 3 and on the right hand side 3. Okay. See that? It makes both sides equal each other. You see that? It makes both sides equal to each other. Alright, so that is that's how you solve the very basic equation. Okay, or I can give you something like this. Example 2. This time I give you, like, for example, like x plus 3 equal 5. Okay. I have equation like that. Okay. And again, you need to, on the left hand side we have x plus 5, right? We need to get rid of the number 3, right? Because we just want to have this alone. Okay, we don't want this. We don't want this. Okay, we just want to have x. Okay. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna subtract both sides by 3. You subtract both sides by 3. Okay, and when you subtract with 3 minus 3, so it's nothing left, right? So it's gone, right? You cannot do division because this is not multiplication. Okay, so what you have left is x equal 5 minus 3, right? 5 minus 3 is 2. There you go. So that's the answer. Or I can have something like this. Example 3. I can combine this and this together. What if I have like 4x minus 3 equal 5, for example. So how are we gonna do this? Okay, so how we do this? So on the left hand side over here we see that you have 2 terms. Okay, you have 2 terms. Oh, what's this? Okay, you have 2 terms. This variable term is constant term. So some students kind of do division first. No, so you don't do division first. Okay, you don't do division like this. Okay, you need to get rid of the number over here first. So in order to get rid of the number over here, you just add them both sides by 3, right? Because it's minus, then you add, and you can cancel out. Okay. Then what you have left is 4x equal what? Equal, you add them up, right? So 5, this is add them both sides. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay. Then you see that this 4x mean what? Mean 4 times x. So in order to get rid of number 4, because we want x by itself, we need to get rid of number 4. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4. Okay, so you cancel them out. So what you have left is just x equal a divided by 4 is 2. Okay. So in high school, this step over here, this equation, this example right here, we call it one step. This example here we also call one step, but this one we call two-step equation. This is called two-step equation, but not one step anymore. Okay. All right. Next, what if I have some equation like this? Example 4. Okay. What if I have something like that? Okay. So on this example, I will have x on both sides of the equation. Okay, what if I have something like I have 4x, okay, plus 3, okay, equal 5x minus 4. Okay. Okay, so because you have x on each side of the equation, and we need to move all the x term to one side. Okay, so need moving all x term all x term to one side. Okay, so I think I'm gonna move I'm gonna move excuse me, I'm gonna move 5x. So I'm moving 5x, so I'm gonna subtract both sides by 5x. Okay, so I'm subtract both sides by 5x. Okay, then you have what? You have 4x minus 5x, right? We already know how to do this. So last time 4x minus 5x is negative 1x, right? Negative 1x is just negative x. So number 3, number 4, I just keep it because we just keep it for the time being. We want to rewrite it. And now I need to move 3, so I'm going to subtract both sides by 3. So what I have left is negative x equal negative 4, negative 3, negative 7. Some students just stop right over here, but be careful. We want to get the x. We don't want to get the negative x. Here's the final answer. We don't want to get negative x. So we need to. This is like negative 1x. Okay. So this is same meaning as this. Okay. So in order to get the x by itself, we're gonna just go ahead and divide both sides by negative 1. Okay, so this is cancelled out. So what you have left is x equal to negative 7 divided by negative, which is just positive 7. There you go. So this will be your final answer. Okay, it's your final answer. Okay. So if you have equation that contain 2 or 3 term with x, you need to move everything, move all the term with x to the left side. Okay, to the left hand side. Oh, what if I have something like this? What if I have example? Let's do example 5 over here. Okay. What if I have what if I have a fraction? I had a fraction 2 over 3 x minus 1 equal 4. Okay, so first step is we need to get rid of this one. We don't want to get rid of something attaching to x first. We want to get this number first. I'm going to add in both sides by 1. Okay, so now so you have 2 over 3x, 2 over 3x equal to 5. Alright, so now in order to get rid of 2/3, there's 2 methods to do. First of all, you can because this is like multiplication. Okay, you can divide both sides by 2 over 3, or you can get rid of number 3 first. So I think I'm gonna get rid of number 3. So in order to get rid of number 3, I'm gonna multiply both sides by 3. Okay, then you can show under 3. So what you have left is 2x equal to 15. Okay, then I can get rid of number 2. So what you have left is just x equal to 15 over 2, and this is your final answer. Okay, so that is how you deal with fraction. Okay, now what if you have the last example, what if you have something with parentheses? Then how you do that? What if I have something like this? For x minus 3 inside parentheses equal to 10 plus x. So let's see how we're gonna do this. Okay. So when you deal with parentheses like this, and if you have a number in front of a parenthesis like this, right, it means multiplication right here. So that's kind of invisible multiplication. Invisible. They never written the multiplication sign right there, but you expect that that's mean multiplication. So you need to get rid of parentheses. So how you get rid of parentheses? What you're gonna do? You're gonna void them. Okay, you're gonna void them like this. Okay, so 4 times x, it means 4x. Okay, you multiply them. Okay, then 4 times negative 3. Okay, 4 times negative, you have to multiply the sign too. Okay, 4 times negative 3 is negative 12 equal 10 plus x. Okay, and now what do you see? What do you see? You will see that this equation right now, it look like example number 4, right? It look like example number 4. You see that? You see right here? Now, and if it look like example number, we need to bring all the term with x to one side. So I need to bring this to this side. So I'm gonna subtract this one. Okay. So what I have is what? What I have is 4x minus x is 3x minus 12 equal 10, and I'm gonna add both sides by 12. We need to get rid of. We don't divide by 3 first. Okay, you need to get rid of this first. Some of students divide by 3 first. So we have 3x equal 22. 10 plus 12, 22. Then now you divide by 3. This is the invisible multiplication, so you divide by 3. Then your final answer will be x equal 23 divided by 3. You gotta keep the fraction like this, okay? You don't want to change it to decimal number. Okay, it's very unprofessional keeping decimal number. Alright, so that is your final answer when you deal with when you do with a problem with parentheses. Then you have to fold it. If you had a problem with parentheses on the right hand side, then you fold on the right hand side. If you have 2 pair parentheses, then you just distribute it. You just fold them, both of them. Okay. Alright. So that is the very basic equation. You see the order equation I give you, so for all the 6 example right here, other equation contain only one variable x. Okay, and some equation contain many variable, multiple variable. For example, like the formula, right? You remember the formula? It contains many multiple variable. Okay, if we solve one variable for another variable, okay, then we're gonna say that solve one variable in term of the other variable. The word in term of, it means the one variable for the other variable. Okay, and those type of equation we call the literal equation. Okay, so let's jump to the second part of our lecture today. I think I forgot to put I think I'm gonna put over here the first Roman. Over here, first Roman here. Basic equation. Okay, now we're gonna do the next page, second part. So on the second part, we're gonna do literal equation. Literal equation is nothing but formula. Formula is literal equation, but not all literal equation is formula. Okay. So literal equation containing multiple variable. Okay, and the strategy is we need to get one variable in terms of the other variable. Okay. What do I mean by that? In terms of, it means what? It means that the variable you want to get is on the left hand side and all the other variable on the right hand side. For example, what if I have something like this? Example 1. What if I have something like how about this one right here? What if I have f equal to 9/5c plus 32. You see that this is equation is two variable, right? F and c, right? So actually this is the formula. Okay, this is the formula. And the question I want to solve c. So for c, okay, I want to solve for c. So for c, okay, this is mean solving c in term of f, because over here we have only two variable, so we're gonna solve for c in term of f. Okay, in term of f. If you have more than variable, what if you have f e k, then you're gonna solve c in term of f e k. Okay, so when they say solve for c, it means that on the left hand side. Okay, so I'm gonna use let's use the red color over here. I think we're gonna use this one. So solve for c means that only c on the left hand side. Okay, only c on the left hand side. Okay, nothing else. So how are we going to do that? Of course, you see over here, because now phi is attached to C, then we need to get rid of 32 first. So let me rewrite the equation. So f equal now phi C plus 32. So you need to get rid of 32 first. You need to get rid of 32. Okay, so how you get rid of the 30? Because this is positive 32, then you're gonna subtract both sides by 32. You subtract both sides by 32. Here, both sides of the equation, okay? Both sides of the equal sign. So what you have left is just what? What you have left is f minus 32, right? F minus 32. You cancel out, equal 9 over 5 times C, right? Okay. Okay, let me keep doing on this side, because we have a lot of space right here. I don't want to keep going down. So so I'm gonna move right here. Okay, so right now you have f minus, let me rewrite f minus 32 equal 9 over 5c. Okay, remember if you have a fraction, last time in this example, what example is that? Let me see, what example is that? Example, oh, right here. You see that? Oh no, this example. Where is that? Right here. You see, if you have the fraction, you're gonna get rid of the denominator first by multiply both sides by the denominator. Okay, so I'm gonna multiply both sides by the denominator over here is 5. So I'm gonna multiply both sides by 5. You can multiply right here. But the problem is, when you multiply right here, you make sure that you have to put parentheses, because it is, you multiply by 5. You multiply the whole thing by 5. Okay, the whole thing by 5, not just f. So you multiply whole thing by 5. You make sure you put the parentheses for the whole thing. So right now what you have left is 5 f minus 32. Okay, equal, this is 9, 5 and 5 we here cancel, so you have 9 times c. And now you want to get, so for c, right? That's what the answer for. So for c, it means that we need to get c alone. Okay, so I'm gonna divide both sides by 9, because they're still getting stuck with number 9. So I'm gonna go ahead and divide both sides by 9. You know what? I'm gonna just rewrite it. So 5 f minus 32 equal 9 times c. Then I divide both sides by 9. Divide the whole thing, okay, because it's the both sides. Say I divide both sides by, oops, let me write this. Divide both sides by 9. So you see what you have left, you cancel the 9 out, right? So what you have left on this is 5 f minus 32 divided by 9. Everything divided by 9. Okay, and I'm gonna make it a little bit longer. Equals c. Here you go. So what does it mean? What it means? I got c in term of f. You see that on the left hand side, there's only f and the number, and on the right hand side I have only c. I can rewrite it. So I can write it as c equal to 5 minus f f minus 32 over 9. Here you go. So that will be the final answer. Okay. So this is mean c in term of f. So this means c in term of f. Okay. All right. Let's do another example. Example 2. What if I have a formula like this? Let's say we don't have much application in this section, because in this section they focus on solving equation only. Okay, so it's very simple, and maybe at the end I'll give you a very small applications so that you get used to it. But in this session we focus on solving equation. All right, what if I have the equation that is a equal P plus PRT. So many variable, right? So many letter over here. There's no number, and the question is, so for T. So for T. All right. It means that on the left hand side will be T. On the left hand side will be T. On the right hand side will be anything left, but on the left hand side only T left. Okay. So only T. It means only T left on the left hand side. Okay. On the left hand side. All right. So how we do this? So this is the part that is the term with T. So we need to get rid of. We don't want to get PR of it. So I'm gonna get a P first. So let me rewrite the question. So I'm gonna subtract both sides by P. So what I have left is A minus P equal PRT. So PRT means what? PRT means that P times R times T. So in order to get rid of T, in order to get rid of PR, because we want to get a T by itself, and we want to get T only. We don't want to get PRT. We mean that we need to get rid of PRT. So I'm gonna divide both sides. I'm gonna just do over here. So I'm gonna divide both sides by PR. Divide both sides by PR. Okay. I divide both sides by PR. So you see here to divide both sides by PR. So what you have left will be T. But again, we don't want to get T on the right side, so I just reorder them. So T will be equal to A minus P over PR. There you go. So this is T in term of what? This will be T in term of APR. Okay, that's what it means. So this is mean T in term of P, if you can say so, or T in term of A, or T in term of R, or T in term of APR. So this is mean T in term of A, P, and R. There you go. Okay. So that is how you solve a literal equation. Let's say I can come up with a small application problem or not. Okay. Okay. All right. Next, example 3. Is that example 3 or 4? Okay, example 3. Given a profit function, a profit equation, or profit formula P equal negative 245. So this is a profit formula plus 0.63x, and x represent the number of snow cone. So x in this case is the number of cone. Okay. All right. And the question is, find the number of cones needed to make a profit of $50. All right. So how are we gonna do this? Solution. So they give you the formula for the profit. It just mean P mean profit, and X is number of coins. So in order to find a number of coins to make profit of 50, so you just replace P with 50 because this is the formula for profit. So replace P with 50. So my equation become 50 equal negative 245 plus 0.63x. Okay. So right now we're just gonna get an x, right? We solve for x. It means you don't want to divide this. You don't want to deal with 0.63. You need to deal with 235. So I'm gonna add both sides by 245. So you add over here, then you're gonna have 295 equal 0.63x. And in order to get the x is represent the number of coins, you just divide by 0.63. You divide because this is multiplication, invisible multiplication. Okay, so then your answer will be what? X equal to, okay, so 295 divided by 0.63, then your answer will be 468 coin. Okay, here you go. That's it. Alright, so this example will end my video for today, section 3.3. Let me know if you have any question, okay? Other than that, I will see you next time in section 3.4. Bye bye.